58-52, Miami beats Virginia in Coral Gables to keep their ACC win streak at 18 games. Mike Hogwood, Debbie Antonelli with you. And Debbie, I thought Miami showed great resilience overcoming this Virginia run in the second half to win it.
Well, you know, Mike, this is such a good Miami team at home, and they got off to a good start, and you have to be able to survive a run in this league if you want to really contend at the end.
You know, a lot of folks are wondering, and maybe this was their first chance to see the Miami team without Momo and Bebe, Shanice Johnson and Raquana Williams, but this is a team that's going to contend.
Oh, I think this is a Miami team that's going to continue to get better because they're so good on the edge. They've got great speed. They've got a post presence inside, and they've got Stefanie Yderstrom who can really light it up from outside.
I'll say, let's take a look at the highlights and another player who can really get it going, Morgan Stroman. She had a great game today.
I think Stroman is a right side of the box score kind of player for Miami. She can fill it up in a lot of stats on that side of the box score with her rebounding and her defense, but also her ability to finish at the front of the break and to make plays in the mid-range. For Virginia, they had a terrific second half run. They were down 14. They went on a 17-2 run. They were aggressive, and they attacked on the offensive end, and that allowed them to get a lead late in the second half.
Kelsey Wolf led the way with 18 points. There's Wolf here. What a player she is.
One of the most improved players in the ACC from her production and her confidence. But then you talk about confident shooting. Stefanie Yderstrom is unlike any point guard in the ACC. She has measurable range. We're showing you what she can do today. 24 feet, 26 feet. This is the closest one, 22 feet. She's terrific in transition. She's good off the interior passing. She can really light it up.
17 points for Yderstrom, 3 for 6 from behind the arc. Here are your final stats.
Three-point shooting was a factor for Miami for sure.
2 for 13 for Virginia from behind the arc, and also 22 turnovers for the Cavaliers. They did out-rebound Miami, but on the short end of the 58-52 score. And Debbie has a chance to talk with the winning coach.
Coach Meyer, your team had a 14-point lead in the second half. Virginia battled back. How did you pull it off at the end?
Wow, and they battled back quickly. It was quite a shocking run in a response to that. I told our team that happens in ACC games, and we had a timeout there, and I said, you got to expect this every ACC game. The leads disappear quickly, so they made their run, let's make ours, but we're going to do it very deliberately. And I thought we made some great decisions and great ball movement to win the game.
You told me the other day that you're like playing chess over there, that you have so many moving pieces. You had several mismatches you could take advantage of late in the game. How do you know that your team can respond when you ask them to do certain things offensively?
Well, I think it's a lot of practice where they have to come up with the idea themselves. They have to look at the practice squad and see the mismatch, and they find it, and they dig through their own sets. I gave end of practice the other day, I gave Stefanie, I said, you fouled out, you're the coach, call the rest of the game. We did special situations, and so she came up with a couple great ideas in the huddle tonight.
Coach, thank you. Congrats on the win.
Thanks. It was a big one.
It is a big one, Steph. A huge win at home. You got to win your games at home. You know that as a senior. Your range is measurable because I've got the tape measure. How come you can stretch the defense so well, and what is it about your three-point range?
I mean, it's just a lot of work in the gym, and the three-point line in Europe is a little bit further out, so just a little bit more space, and I mean, I have a pretty good touch, so. Yeah.
You've been around the ACC now your fourth year. You know how critical it is to win the games at home and to battle tough. How tough was it to pull this one off, especially late when Virginia was making a run?
Yeah, it was. They were tough. I know they were a little tired, but they hung in there, and they did a great job disrupting us, and it was switching up their defense a little bit. And but I think we were the tougher team today.
Thank you, Steph. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
With the win, Miami now 3-0 in ACC play. A great start to the league season. 58-52, the final.